Good morning, Aquarius. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. Maybe morning for you. It is morning for me, but whatever part of the day it is for you, good day, good afternoon, good evening. All right, so today I'm going to do a love reading for singles people that are looking for love. And I've got a set spread. I've got the butterfly cards, I Ching cards, and a little message from the spirit for you. Okay, so let's get this on the road. Okay, the first card out is You Now. You Now is the Death card, okay? The kind of love that you need is the King of Pentacles. The obstacle that you have in your way is the Five of Swords. What you must express is the Knight of Swords. All right, then we have the advice, and then we have where and how will you find love in your life. Bottom of your deck is the Temperance card. The Temperance card. Okay, so Temperance speaks of, first of all, it could be Sagittarius, or it speaks of being tempered, being patient, being in balance, doing some healing. So let's leave it at that for now. So what we see you in the position currently is you've got the Death card, meaning there's change about you. You're in the process of clearing out some old stuff, putting an end to something so something new can start, which is good. It's a good sign. What the kind of love that you do need is someone who's got security financially, probably a businessman or someone who's got enough wealth, to support themselves, but maybe also help you with your support in some way. But someone that definitely you don't need to someone who's not going to be relying on you specifically for you to support them. Okay, someone who can hold on their ground but have more than enough to and could possibly be sharing with you, right? So anyways, we don't see that here, but we do see that it's someone that can afford their own things, can support themselves, all right? And they're wealthy, right? Okay, so the obstacle is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is challenges. So maybe you are in your mind conflicted, or maybe you have a tendency to be in conflict with others because you want to win all the time, kind of thing, right? You always want to be on top and always have the last word. That's what's coming into my mind, is always having the last word. So maybe that's part of your change. You need to change that. Maybe you need to temper that need to always be the right one, Aquarius, or the right, having the last word. All right, so moving on, we have what you need to express is the Knight of Swords. Again, the swords energy, there's quite a bit now, and to me that speaks to you need to express your passion in words, in thoughts. You're definitely going to need to take action on this. If you want to meet someone, you're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to take action on it. So maybe you need to start, if you find that this is something that has been an obstacle for you for years, that you have this tendency of not picking fights, but at least always needing to be right, that you need to consult somebody, a group therapy of some kind, something where you need to talk about this and explain that it's kind of like you're in your DNA and you want to move on to have some guidance on how to work this out in order to move ahead with your life, so you can finally meet someone. So the advice is the Wheel. So the advice is, and this is the bad wheel. I have a good wheel and a bad wheel. So the bad wheel will speak of, just make sure that you focus on the good things, the positive things that you want to change, and not so much the negative energy, because if you only think of negative, you're only going to get negative. So you need to focus on the positive in order to make sure that the positive is going to come out. Hence, if you're going to be talking to a group, the advice is to start talking about your thoughts and your process of handling people. You want to, maybe bring up what's negative, but drop it. Let's look for solutions instead, right? And that's how I see this card being in this position. And finally, you have how, where will you find love? Well, you've got the Three of Hearts, okay? So the Three of Hearts speaks of hurt, heartbreak, past heartbreak. So I really think that because of the line here on the advice card, I think you should be consulting. Maybe you need to do some therapy, maybe one-on-one therapy, or maybe group therapy, because maybe you've gone through some very nasty things in the past, nasty heartbreaks, and those need to heal first. And then we see the transformation card too. So I think maybe with all of this effort on this line here, once you've done that work, change is going to occur, or change is currently occurring because you're doing that work right now, in order for you to meet this individual in the near future. I like that. Okay, so we're going to pick a little message here from these, and it says, you must have self-respect. Only then can you respect somebody. Okay, so self-respect, and only then can you respect somebody. Okay, and the card here that came out for you is retirement. So you need to put something to retirement. It could be work, but in this case, I don't see that. I see this as probably your bad habits. Your bad habit of always needing to be right, or having the last word in a conversation, right? Or maybe it's something that's internal. Like I said, mental conflict. Maybe you just think too much. You just go over scenarios in your head all the time, and it causes confusion in your mind. So you need to you need to retire that. That's what it's telling me. You need to work on that. All right, so now we're going to finish the reading with the I Ching, and I Ching is about obstacles as well, and possible outcomes. All right, so here we go. What card? Okay, there's too many, but I'll take the first one. We've got card number 45. All right, so now I need to read this out of the book because there's way too many cards, and I do not know all of their sayings. So this is a bit more complex. So let's see. 45, it says gathering. So let me read this. Whenever people find themselves together, there is something which motivates them, whether a collective goal or a stronger person to whom they align themselves. As a leader, you become the focal point of all the group's strength. As an ordinary group member, you add your individual capabilities to the collective power of the group. In both cases, you are one of the group and contribute to the concentration of energy within the group. Either role could have a positive or negative effect upon your personal development. It all depends on how you go about it. Try to organize your feelings and thoughts so that they match your actions and goals. By doing so, you gain self-confidence and can achieve your objectives. Remember what I said about this card here, the Wheel of Fortune? You need to focus on the positive. Definitely, this is totally aligned with this. And, because the Gathering card came out, I think that maybe you do need to do some group therapy of some kind. In order to, fix this solution or this problem that you may have, whether it's internal thinking, or it's needing to be right at all costs, or having the last word in conversations, or whatnot. You know what applies if it applies, right? And if it doesn't apply, just leave it. This is not for you. And just so you know, this is the third recording I'm doing for Aquarius. I've just been having obstacles myself all morning. since I started these readings. So if it wasn't one thing, it was another thing that prevented me from doing the full recording. But anyways, this one so far looking good. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. All right, so now with the gatherings card, I'm going to roll the die, and there's a possibility of 6 outcomes, okay? So I'm going to pick the one that has come out, number 4. Okay, so line number 4, it says, you have the gift to motivate other people. Have you really acknowledged this yet? You are a long way from the sort of person to pursue selfish plans. People are therefore willing to trust you. Oh, interesting. So please speak up. Maybe you do need to take the leadership position, or maybe that's why you're so accustomed to winning all the time, because you're very convincing. So it's asking you to speak up and share your thoughts, right? Share your comments, your thoughts in this group therapy that you're going to be doing, a group session, or if it doesn't have to be a huge group. A group could be anyone from 2 to as many people as you want, right? But it's to have an exchange of ideas and communications within that group. Yeah. But focus on the positive, and then you'll be able to encourage others because you motivate them. Interesting. I really like this, Aquarius. So please let me know if you like this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me in the future, please do subscribe by hitting the subscribe button and then tapping on the bell with the parentheses. That's kind of like the bell ringing. You'll be notified whenever I post a reading next time. So until the next time, Aquarius singles people, all the best with your work to be done, and how you might find someone, a love partner. And I think it definitely will have to be with some kind of healing process that you're going to be going through, and with people around you. You'll find someone there. All right, Aquarius, take care. Bye-bye.